All right, good morning, Thailand. My name is Alex.
And I'm Jay.
And we got some news updates for you from around the land of smiles today, Monday, May 26th. Before we begin, please remember to subscribe to the Tiger to stay up to date on all things Thailand. Now, today, we'll be talking about the sentencing of a Swiss man who assaulted a Thai doctor in Phuket earlier this year. A drunk Australian and some British fugitives having justice catch up with them. And a little later, a Cambodian tycoon's extradition from Russia, of all places, for defamation charges. Before we get into it, though, can we hear a quick word from our sponsor?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This show is brought to you by Fazwaz. If you've ever thought about buying, renting, or selling your property, check out Fazwaz. They're the largest real estate portal in the country.
Yeah, buy, rent, sell, whatever language you speak, whatever time of day you want to get at it. Fazwaz is there for you.
Check them out.
All right. Well, we're going to start with our lead story, the thing everybody's talking about. And guess what? It is that time of the year.
It is the time.
Thai monsoon alert. We are expecting 15 days of heavy rain and flood risks. That's right. Thailand is facing 15 days of heavy monsoon rains from May 25th, that was yesterday, all the way to June 8th, with the Thai Meteorological Department warning of flash floods, landslides, and dangerous sea conditions. From May 25th to the 27th, 66 provinces, including Bangkok, are at high risk. The Andaman Sea may see waves over 2 meters, prompting small boats to stay ashore. A cyclone could form due to a low-pressure system. While some relief is expected after May 30th, rainfall will persist in monsoon-affected areas. Locals, travelers, and farmers are urged to stay alert, prepare drainage systems, and follow official weather updates.
Prepare drainage systems, indeed. Some people aren't able to do that. However, buy some sandbags. A lot of my friends in Phuket and people who are living in like villages and those mulbans, get your sandbags in because you can't prevent it. A lot of places you just can't prevent it. So just prepare for it.
Yeah, it's already like I just bought some new Jordans, bro. It's ruining my my fresh kicks.
Yeah,
it already happened last night. Stepping into those tiles that are like Indiana Jones traps, where they all of a sudden you're flooding your own feet.
Yeah,
everybody, just be prepared. It's not gonna let up anytime soon.
All right. Anyways. Well, we'll move on to our next story, which is a little notorious as Pattaya gang clash ends in death and chaos. A deadly gang clash in Pattaya's Nong Pru area on 23rd May left one man dead and 2 others injured after a violent ambush involving guns, machetes, and homemade bombs. The attack stemmed from a dispute over a woman and escalated when a planned peace meeting turned into a trap. The victim, Mr. Pim, died after crashing his motorbike while fleeing. His brother drove into the attackers to defend him, and witnesses described a similar prior incident, and CCTV captured the chaos. Police have identified the suspects and launched a full investigation. I mean, a different type of story coming out of Pattaya today, different type of crime, but it's a lot of local crime going on too.
Yeah, gang violence is still an issue, and what's strange to me, man, is like usually you hear about gang violence, like some drug deal gone bad or some some turf war. It's over a woman.
It's always over a woman.
Wild to me that that there's this many people involved over like what is ostensibly a romantic spat between 2 men. I guess they just got their boys ready to throw down. But just absolutely not worth it, guys. Like, nobody is worth killing for. Nobody's worth, maybe dying for in certain situations. Why not? But the idea that just a romantic dispute led to this giant gang outbreak is insane to me. So
it is.
Anyways, hopefully police can get a hold on that down there. All right, our next story. Let's spin the wheel of misbehaving Farangs. Where do you think we're going?
We're going to Pat's again?
Wrong. We're going to Koh Samui, actually, where a British fugitive has been nabbed after a business fraud bust. 2 British fugitives wanted in the UK for robbery and fraud were arrested in Koh Samui. Kieran Thornton, 38 years old, sought for armed robbery, was detained near a pier and is now facing extradition. Ashton Saunders, 37, previously convicted of fraud, posed as a businessman and ran 7 nominee-registered companies illegally using Thai nationals as fronts. His visa has been revoked and he will be deported. Thai authorities, working with the UK's National Crime Agency, are investigating the businesses and reaffirm their commitment to preventing fugitives from exploiting Thailand as a refuge. Obviously, this is something we've heard a lot about, where people kind of, whatever crime they've committed in their home country, they come and stay under the radar over here in Thailand. here's the funny thing: they keep doing crime.
Yep.
So it's like just one crime at a time, boys.
I've
like,
turned a corner. I'm in Thailand now. With less rules, I guess I could do more.
Yeah, and fortunately, it didn't pay in this
Crime
time.
does not pay.
Yeah,
Don't
so
do it.
unclear what kind of punishment they'll be facing back in England, but should be something.
All right. Well, our next story is a little bit of a serious one, where an AirAsia flight was delayed in Phuket over a bomb hoax. Mm-hmm. A bomb hoax on a plane in Phuket. A 63-year-old Thai man caused panic aboard AirAsia flight FD3092 on 23rd May by allegedly making a bomb threat before takeoff from Phuket to Bangkok. The plane carrying 200 passengers was diverted to a secure zone and fully evacuated. No bomb was found after a thorough inspection. The flight eventually departed over 4 hours late. The suspect was detained and banned from flying while AirAsia plans legal action. The incident triggered full emergency protocols and underscored the severe consequences of making false threats in aviation.
Not cool.
Yeah, this is the first time for this sort of story. Normally, you don't hear this kind of stuff, but yeah, there's an idiot everywhere. I wonder what he was trying to achieve. I guess he was trying to miss a flight, but yeah, don't make fake bomb threats.
Yeah, I don't know what possesses people sometimes, because like, what is it like now? You are literally never flying again. I always think about that, the no-fly list. Like, how, like, what if you got to go somewhere far away? Like, what are you just gonna drive to London or
Yeah,
it's
I
like
guess.
not gonna work from here.
Take a boat.
Absolute insanity. But yeah, fortunately, this was just a hoax, and everybody's okay. But anyways,
Yeah, there we go.
well, this was a big story. I can't remember. Was it last year, earlier this year? I think it was last year, but it made waves.
Yeah.
The Swiss man who assaulted a Thai doctor in Phuket.
This was this year.
It was this year?
Yeah.
Well, a Swiss man has finally been sentenced after assaulting a Thai doctor in Phuket. Remember, he stumbled over her. Oops. A Swiss national, Urs David Fair, has been sentenced to 1 month in jail by Phuket's Court of Appeal for assaulting Thai doctor Taradao Dr. Pai Jandam, reversing an earlier acquittal. The incident occurred on February 2024 when Fair allegedly kicked Dr. Pai and used abusive language. The lower court had dismissed the case due to insufficient evidence, but the appeal court found him guilty under Thai criminal law. Despite the conviction, Fair has reportedly fled the country, evading arrest. The case has drawn significant public attention and support for Dr. Pai.
Conveniently fled.
Yeah.
How is that even possible?
Well, there's probably a lot of ways that it's
Yeah.
possible, but the point is, you can't come back to Thailand without spending a month in prison.
True.
So
I mean, considering what he just did, 1 month in prison doesn't sound that bad. I felt like it's not. I mean, it's not even remotely what you just randomly assault a woman and then kick her and then swear at her and you just get 1 month in prison for that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, there was harm, there was foul. I don't think she was grievously injured or anything like that. But at the same time, it's just good to see. We see so many times the misbehaving Farangs. Like, all right, they get in trouble for this, but then what is the punishment? We never really get a follow up, and now we do on one of these situations, and there is some consequence to the action. I mean,
it could be like let's say, okay, 1 month in prison, 2 years of community service, a certain amount of compensation for randomly assaulting someone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But, anyways.
Well, a little bit of justice will count it. Yeah.
All right. Moving on to our next story, where a drunk Australian has been arrested in Pattaya, of course, for vandalism and visa overstay.
Gotcha, Pattaya.
Another day, another foreigner in Pattaya. An intoxicated Australian man, Nathan Weber, was arrested in Pattaya after smashing into a rescue booth on 20th of May, mistaking radio voices for someone inside. He fled the scene but was later identified via CCTV footage and detained on 22nd May. Weber admitted to being drunk and confused during the incident. A background check revealed he had overstayed his visa by 343 days. He now faces criminal charges and will be handled over immigration for further proceedings. There we go.
Again, we're back to that one crime at a time, people.
Yeah.
You're definitely less likely to get away with anything if you're doing multiple things. Yeah, I don't know, drunk people. I think it's hilarious that he heard radio
I'm
inside.
hearing voices.
Yeah, and what does that even matter? So what if there were actual voices in there? Drunk people don't make the smartest decisions.
They don't.
No, I can vouch for that myself, honestly. Anyways, and overstaying by a year. Like,
Almost a year.
I don't know why people think. Like what's gonna happen? Like eventually,
How long can I get away with it?
Yeah.
The best ones are like where like someone's disappeared for like 23 years. Like overstay by 23 years. Oh, they finally got me.
At that point, it's just impressive, honestly. I gotta say.
That's what I feel. I was like, 23 years, you never used your passport, never went anywhere, just kind of like lived in your hood, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, like
I'm here for life. I meant it.
Yeah. And I just can't imagine like being ripped out though, and like being sent back to wherever you came from, whatever hellhole, be that America or the UK or whatever. Yeah. But that is jarring. But anyways, I guess there should be some consequences.
Consequences.
All right. Yeah. Anyways, that'll do it for our Thailand section of the news. Before we move on to our ASEAN section, we'd like to give one more shout out to
Fazwaz. If you want to buy, sell, or look at property, if you just look at property, they've got extensive, one of the largest listings in Thailand from all across the country. You can check out rooms and houses and penthouses.
Yeah, townhouses, any kind of houses. Yeah. They got you. All right.
You can live it, they have it.
All right. Well, guys, let's dive into the ASEAN section. We start in familiar territory where we always go to. First, Cambodia. A Cambodian tycoon has been extradited from Russia for defamation charges. That's right. Former Cambodian tycoon Hung Siti has been extradited from Russia to face charges of aggravated threats to defame in Phnom Penh. Arrested in January at St. Petersburg train station under an Interpol red notice, he arrived in Cambodia on May 24th under a bilateral extradition agreement. Siti is accused of making defamatory threats in November 2024 and previously filed corruption claims against top officials, which were dismissed by the Interior Ministry. He is now under court jurisdiction and will face legal proceedings in Cambodia. Man, it just kind of goes to show you that even the rich and powerful in Cambodia and other countries that have strong defamation, they don't get away with it, no matter where they are. Strange to me that he was hanging out in a place like Russia, which pretty famously does not have freedom of speech for us, particularly criticizing the government. So strange to me that he was hanging out around there rather than like some Western country that might stronger protections and less likely to extradite you. But in any case, we'll see what the punishments are. This is a very high-profile court case in Cambodia. Probably the highest-profile anti-defamation person we've seen go up for trial. So we'll keep our eyes on it.
All right. Well, we'll move to our next ASEAN country and going to Vietnam now, where Vietnam moves to ban Telegram for failing to tackle online crime. There we go. Vietnam has ordered telecom providers to block Telegram, which is a social networking app, and instant messaging, accusing the messaging app of failing to curb criminal activity, including the spread of anti-state content, drug trafficking, and data sales. The Ministry of Science and Technology claims nearly 70% of Vietnamese Telegram channels contain harmful information. Telegram, which has 11.8 million users in Vietnam, said it was surprised by the decision and is still processing legal requests due by May 27th. The move follows Vietnam's tightening control over digital platforms and free speech amid broader global scrutiny of Telegram's handling of extremist content. Yeah, Telegram, known for being very free.
Well, it's incredibly encrypted, so it's very difficult to, check people's identities, check people what they're talking about on there. A lot of the drug, dealing operations operate on that platform. The scary thing to me is like what other kinds of terrible illegal things there could be. Bad photographs. There's terrorist organization. There's kinds of things like that. This guy, the guy that created the app, has been in legal trouble too. Like he was arrested in Europe, I believe, trying to give back. Basically, the powers that be in the West want backdoors into these conversations so that they can check it out. And he was like, no, that's the whole point of Telegram. So this is one of those weird balances of like privacy versus security. And of course, a country like Vietnam definitely going to err on the side of security. Yeah. Not really caring too much about the privacy of its citizens in this case. All right. Well, on to our next story. we are off to Malaysia and Myanmar, actually.
Okay,
A bit of a
there we go.
crossover story. Malaysia is pressing the Myanmar junta to extend its fragile ceasefire. Malaysia has urged Myanmar's military junta to extend and expand its post-earthquake ceasefire set to expire at the end of May and to honor the stalled ASEAN 5-point peace plan agreed to in 2021. That's been a while. Despite the truce, junta airstrikes reportedly continue, displacing thousands. At a regional meeting, Malaysia's foreign minister stressed halting hostilities and appointing a special envoy as critical next steps. ASEAN, under Malaysia's 2025 chairmanship, continues diplomatic efforts though progress remains slow. Malaysia warned that planned junta elections would be pointless without broad public participation. So Malaysia continues to be the biggest thorn in the ASEAN side. Obviously, everybody wants things to settle down in Malaysia. The military junta is trying to put on what would essentially be sham elections, right? Like, we'll have an election, and then guess what? It'll just be all of our soldiers voting for us. Yay. So I think it's great that Malaysia is pointing out, guys, that's ridiculous. Yeah. Obviously, nobody will see this as legitimate. So having these outside countries, these neighbors, trying to press them to keep the ceasefire, I think is nothing but good news. But hopefully the junta will listen.
True. All right. Well, we're going to move on to our last story for today. A little bit of a feel-good one as Singapore raises $36,000 for struggling community cat feeders. Okay.
Why not?
Over $36,000 has been raised in Singapore through Give.Asia to support community cat feeders, many of whom spend their own savings caring for stray cats. The initiative began in Boon Lay, where 18 feeders care for around 250 cats and aims to expand island-wide. Each cat costs about $60 monthly to feed, and while the funds don't cover all expenses, they help ease the financial burden. Feeders often also cover vet and transport fees. Organizers stress that not all feeders are well off and caution against uncoordinated feeding, which can harm cats or attract pests. Fundraising efforts continue to meet growing needs. Feed your local cat today. Well done, Singapore.
That's a great story. I love that.
Yeah.
Like, $60 a month for feeding cats? What do you think?
Cat feeders.
Is that reasonable? I feel like...
Well, Singapore's a lot more expensive than Thailand, too, right?
Yeah.
And every now and then you got to take them to the vet. You see a sick cat. You see a cat moving slowly.
Yeah. Walking with a limp, got its tail slammed off.
Yeah.
But that's great to hear. Congratulations to the cat ladies of Singapore. It seems like you're finally getting the support and attention that you need. Yay. Well,
all right. Well, that's it. Those are some of the stories from across Thailand today. You can find more stories on thetiger.com, and you can join in the conversation at
ASEANnow.com.
That's Thailand's largest news forum.
Yeah. Oh, and don't forget, guys, you can subscribe. You can become not just subscribe to the channel, but also become members to our channel, where you'll get all sorts of added benefits. Namely, you will be able to watch the live episodes where you see me and Jay goofing around and having a little chat with the audience members. So if you can't catch us live, if you are a member, you'll be able to catch those streams later. A little bit more Tiger for you in your life. And also, you get to visit the studio when you come through to Bangkok and get some merch from us and a nice pat on the back. And I will
That's right, yeah. You will get merch. You get Tiger merch exclusive for members only.
And you'll get free tickets to my comedy shows, where if you are able to make it into town, I'll bring you out for some comedy as well. So, don't forget to subscribe to the Tiger here and follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, all those other places. For now, let's dive into the comments.
Let's do it.
See what people have to say.
If you like that story, please like and subscribe. And for more Thailand news, follow us on Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok at The Tiger, or you can go to thetiger.com and join the conversation.